Hi. So you might be wondering why I haven't uploaded a video for a long period of time. Because I got injured while practicing judo. And that injury gave me so much pain. And because of that pain, I couldn't give my concentration into this kind of work. But at recent time, I have recovered from my injury. It's true that I still got some pain in my left hand, but it can be bearable enough to make a video. So keep these things aside. So now let's talk about today's topic. Today we're going to talk about relational and the logical operators. So without further delay, let me take you to the computer screen. So here we are given two variables. One is x and x is assigned as 5 and another is y is assigned as 7. So suppose now we want to compare between these two values. We want to know if the x variable is greater than y or not. So to check this kind of condition, we will write like this: x is less than y, and this line of code will return us a value, and the value will be true or false. And as you already know, true or false comes under the Boolean data type. So we need to store this result inside a variable, and the data type of that variable will be Boolean. So now if I name this variable as answer, and now if I print out the answer variable, so now if I run the code, I'll be having true because x is 5, y is 7. As we can see, x is less than y, so that's why we are having true as output. So now if I change the operator to greater than, x greater than y, now if I run the code, we are having false as output because x is less than y, it's not greater than y. And along with this, in some other code you will find that there is another operator which is less than equals to, and this thing actually means that if x is less than or equals to y. So now if I run the code, I will be having true as an output. So suppose if I change the value x to 7, so now if I run the code, I will be having true as output because I have added less than equals to operator instead of only less than operator. So this operator is actually meaning if x is less than or equals to y. So that's why we are having true as the output. And we also got another operator. So in some scenario, we will also need to compare between multiple conditions. And in this kind of scenario, we need to use other operators which are called logical operators. And here we got 3 logical operators. This one is called AND, this one is called OR, and this one is called not equals to. So before we get deeper into this topic, let me tell you something. And here we can see if t means actually true. So true and true equals to true, true and false equals to false, false and false equals to false. And for OR, if we got two true conditions, then we will be having true as the output. And for true false, we will be having also true and false or false, we'll be having false. And here we can see we are having a pattern, and the pattern is kind of look like this. So for OR operations, if we got one true conditions, then no matter what other conditions is, we will be having true as a final output. And if we got one false conditions, we will be having false as a final output. For NOT operation, it is very simple. For true, we'll be having false as output, and for false, we'll be having true as output. So now if I declare some other variables as int a equals to 15 and int b equals to 20, and now if I want to check the condition between these two, and let me store this value inside boolean data type variable. So now if I run the code, I'll be having false, because here x and y, both of these values are same, and here we declare, and here we are saying that x is less than y, so these things will give us the false. And here we use a AND logical operator, and here a is greater than b, which is also false, because a is 15 and b is 20, so a is less than b. So false and false, and if we check this table, false and false give us the false as output. So we are having false as output. So now if I change the operator between x and y, and now if I and also I change the operator between these two conditions, and now if I run the code, I will also be having false as output, because x is not greater than y and a is not greater than b. So now if I change the relational operator to a less than b, and now if I run the code, we are having true, because a is less than b, so we are having one true. And as we know, if we in the OR operation, if we got one true condition, then the whole condition will be true, so we are having true as output. And it is also true for other data types also. So here x and y is integer data type, so now if I change the data type to double, and now if I run the code, I'll be having the same output as true. So it is also work for different type of data types also. So now let's check the not equals to operator. X not equals to y. If I run the code, I'm having true. Oh sorry, I haven't output the result variable, instead of I output the answer variable. So now if I run the code, I'm having false, because x equals to y, it is not equals to y. So let me change the value to 5. So now if I run the code, I'll be having true as output. So that's it for today's video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, bye bye.